countenance, and especially this morning in this house. There should be a God look on you. What does that look like? It does not look like religion, because God never designed religion. God didn't design religion. It was never His plan. And God didn't design legalism. And we only call His commandments legalism because we don't want to live them. And we call His commandments religion because we don't want to live them. Because we really don't want to be conformed to the image of Christ. So when anybody starts talking to you about conforming to the image of Christ and changing your lifestyle into a lifestyle of righteousness by His grace, we call it legalism. We call it religion. If anybody tells you that you could go to hell, or that if you are not born again you will go to hell, we call it legalism. We call it religion. Because somehow we have the idea that when Jesus came and died on the cross and went into the tomb and was there and went down into the pit of hell and began to preach the gospel to those that were in paradise, and then went over into hell and stole the keys of death, hell, and the grave from the enemy. He didn't have to steal them. That's a wrong word. He didn't steal them. He just held out His hand and He had to give them over. He didn't hold the devil at gunpoint. When Jesus walked in where Lucifer was, He walked in with nail prints in His hands, a scar in His side, nail prints in His feet. He had scars on His head where those thorns had been. He had been beaten on His back. He had all the scars to prove the battle was won. And when He walked into the pit of hell and went up to Lucifer, He didn't have to say, come out. He didn't have to say, get out. He didn't have to say, turn it over. All He had to do was reach out one nail print hand, and those keys had to be resigned.
That's right. Come on now. That's right.
Jesus said, all power and authority is given unto me. Now let me tell you something. He said that before He went to the cross.
That's right.
And told His disciples before He went to the cross, I give you all this power.
That's right.
And I give you all this authority. And when He went to the cross, He sealed it.
That's right.
For us.
That's right.
I'm here to tell you today that where God has for you to walk is a whole lot higher than where you're walking. And the place that He has for you to live is a whole lot better than the place you're living. And what He has for you to look like is a whole lot better looking than what we are today. And what God has for you in His grace and glory and redemptive plan is a whole lot more than what you're living out. He called you into His kingdom, not into a church. He called you into the kingdom, not into a religion. So don't tell me this morning I'm Pentecostal, I'm Baptist, I'm Catholic. It doesn't matter. God didn't call you into that.